Am I the asshole for taking a little time to myself in the mornings?
Probably, yeah.
Simple one. Well, hold on.
In the mornings, I kick puppies. That's all
That's
that
what I mean by
do.
simple. Yeah, it's like it's
Simple.
just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife, 30 female, Laura, and I, 35 male, have 2 children, ages 2 and 3.5, and have been married for 5 years. Laura is a stay-at-home mom to our boys and takes the boys 3 days a week to take care of her grandmother who has dementia.
Oh.
The other 4 days, a nurse comes in. I work in retail management. My typical schedule is 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch if I choose to take it. Just get a calendar in your fucking head,
Wait,
guys.
Say the times again.
My typical schedule is 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch if I choose to take it.
Okay, so regular.
So yeah,
8 hours.
9 hours, I think. Yeah,
9
with
hours
an
with an
hour.
hour lunch if he decides to.
Yeah,
Could be.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Get the calendar in your heads ready. All right.
All right. Oh God.
Get ready to do some math.
Yeah.
Get the calculators out. I live about 45 minutes from my job, and I like to head out a bit early, get a coffee and quick bite, and send some emails from a cafe before going into work. This means I typically leave the house between 8:30 to 9 a.m. in the mornings.
What?
After
What?
work, I'm often frustrated, so I stop by the 24-hour gym I'm a member at and run the treadmill or lift weights for a bit.
Oh my God.
This puts me getting home at 12 or just after. On weekends, I often have things planned with family or friends that tend up to use a portion of my day. Laura is telling me I need to stick around to help her more in the mornings. She's insisting my routine isn't all that important and I'm making her feel like a single mom. From my perspective, I enjoy my routine. I get some peace and quiet, and it's a nice way for me to prepare for and end my day. Laura wants me to be at home until she either leaves with the boys to her grandmother's or until it's closer to noon, because my job starts at 1 p.m. If I did that, I'd completely miss being able to go to the cafe and deal with emails while I mentally prepare myself for the day. She doesn't mind me going to the gym so much as she's usually asleep by the time I get home. I've offered to ask my sister or mom to come over and help her in the mornings a day or two a week, but she's rejected that idea. I feel like I've offered a compromise of sorts, but Laura tells me I haven't. Am I the asshole?
Oh God, the dudes are gonna be like, she hates men. She hates men so much.
Even though I'm the one that picked the story.
She hates men. Like, that's crazy, bro. I was getting ready to go to bat for this guy because I know how hard it is to work 9 hours, you know, and you're a manager, so you're doing a bunch of shitty shit. You're kind of an asshole just for being a manager.
Yeah, so I mean, listen.
Listen, I hate middle management. But it's coming from a customer service worker.
Yeah.
Some managers are good. If you're a good manager, great. Whatever. Have I met a good one? Not yet.
Yeah.
But maybe. Who knows? I'm young. The night's still young on Sarah's life. So, you know, maybe I'll have a new experience, but I don't know. The rest of this, 8 a.m., you're leaving the house at 8 a.m. Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, that's insane, right? Like, we can all agree on that. Like, a rational person.
I don't even think you should stop. You should stay out of her life as long as she needs to find a new man.
You should find a new, like, apartment even for yourself, because it seems like...
You should. And honestly, you know... Your marriage is taking up too much of your time. You should divorce your wife.
You should get back on your grind set by
You
divorcing
should.
your wife.
Yeah, like, you know, you could.
And you should tell the courts it's because I need to go to the gym at night and I need to be at a cafe every day.
My work is really important to me, more important than my kids, and this is how much money I make. And inflate the amount of money you make.
Yeah, actually make it seem like you have more.
You have more disposable income, so they can fuck you on child support.
No, because you'll look more impressive.
You'll look more impressive
and you're more
to the
likely
judge.
to, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, what? Fuck off. This can't be real.
I feel
I'm
like
sure there are people. I'm sure.
Yeah, that someone has done this at some point.
Just admit that you there's something going wrong.
Yeah,
in your relationship or something. You don't want to do. If her mom has dementia too.
Yeah.
Like, even if you were there for just the kids or whatever, you're still not having quality time with your wife.
Oh, not
I would
at all.
still be upset with you.
Yeah.
And I do think that's valid.
Yeah, like
I can't. If the comments are gonna end up being like, well, his wife's mom having dementia must be hard on him too. You know, he needs to mentally prepare for the day. So like, her mental health matters, but his doesn't.
See, this is what I think is why I'm bringing the story up, because I think I've been doing this with other stories, is like the bastardization of language and like how people are using mental health speak to try and get what they want, which is to fucking fuck off to a cafe and not be around his family.
It's like you chose to be a manager.
Yeah.
That's a decision, right?
Yeah, and you chose to leave 4 hours early.
You're choosing to leave 4 hours early. Well, and if your job stresses you out that much, maybe you do.
Make a choice to.
I take entire weeks off because I'm stressed about this job.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm not coming from a place where I can say just go to work. Because no, I agree. Like, sometimes you need fucking mental health shit. Yeah. And I get, getting ready for your job and shit. And I was ready to go to bed for this motherfucker. Actually, I was like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm really going to try to see his side of the shit. And I'm like, he is working a full shift.
Yeah, no.
He works the night shift. I've done that before. It's hard. And then you lost it all when you said you leave at 8 a.m. You already have negative points because you're a man. Sorry, that's my personal bias. I'm a human being. I'm not a robot. You already have negative points because you're a manager. And then you have negative points because you're a morning person. Disgusting. Disgusting to me. How do you do it? I'm jealous of you. and then you leave your wife up to dry with 2 kids.
Yeah.
Age like 2 and 3. And then she's got to go take care of her mom.
Yeah.
Has dementia.
Because the nurses can't go every single day of the week.
And but she should be somehow grateful, I guess.
Yeah, and I made a compromise that was, I
missed that. What was the compromise?
So he says he made a compromise. He didn't. But I've offered to ask my sister or mom to come over and help her in the mornings a day or 2 a week, but she rejected that idea. I feel like I've offered a compromise of sorts, but Laura tells me I haven't.
Well, that's the thing. Usually Reddit, when stuff like this will be like, sounds like there's a lot on both of your guys' plates. You should get a nanny or something. Can you afford a nanny? Is usually the thing that Reddit says. But it's not even about she's saying, please, can we hang out?
Yeah.
I love you. I'm going through a tough time in my life and I would like to see you. And he's like, no, I like being alone.
Yeah. How about my sister helps you?
Do I hang out with my sister?
Or my mom?
Just get a divorce. Just divorce her. Like, I don't know if you're going to feel bad that you're divorcing your wife while her mom's going through dementia or something. Whatever. Just like, this is something that is like, just man up.
Man the fuck up.
I'm sorry, it's toxic. It's toxic masculinity, but I wish you could just be honest with your wife. It would be more...
it'd be less stress on you. It would
do less harm if you were just honest that you don't like your wife. Or with whatever shit you got going on.
Yeah.
I have a lot of anxiety around work. I need to have this. Yeah. He genuinely needs a lot of this. I'm not questioning his intentions, whatever. In the scenario where he does need this shit, I have a lot of anxiety. If I don't do this routine, then I need to be there. Let's go to therapy.
Yeah, figure out what's going on. Yeah. Because and I think the
take some time off on the weekends. We'll go to therapy together.
Huh. Yeah. No, that's
couples
literally it.
Therapy.
Yeah, couples therapy. But also you're also making a choice to hang out with your friends or family on the weekends.
Yes.
Especially during... See, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know. We've been talking about this literally right before the podcast.
Yeah.
But I also think in my head I have a certain schedule. And I need to stick to it or else I get anxiety.
Yeah.
I will say I don't think I'm as bad as this fucker, but
you're not.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking from too. Is I've had to learn that it's not always about me that you don't want to hang out with me. It's because you have something internally going on in your head.
Yeah.
And we've gotten there too. And it's genuinely just okay.
Let's go to therapy then.
Let's go to therapy.
Yeah.
Because I've also come at it from a point where I'm like, no one wants to be like, you don't love me.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't love me. And it's a shitty position to put somebody in.
Oh, yeah.
But they want to, like, I came at it from a point of like, if we break up, we break up. If you genuinely don't like me, great, we'll break up. I'll be sad. but that's not your fault. It's just you. Whatever. It happens all the time. You are in a relationship and then you fall out of love and then you break up.
Yeah.
And there's like no fucking reason for it. No one did anything wrong. It's just how it is.
It's just how life kind of goes on and like time passes. Yeah.
But that wasn't the case because in that idea of, oh, fuck, we're not going to see each other, we got sad.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh.
Well, then in that case, I think we actually do want to be together, but there's something else going on.
And it was just we're both depressed and we both had ADHD. Can you imagine if we had broken up just because we both had undiagnosed? I think about that all the time.
That would be, you know.
That would be insane.
Yeah. That would be, honestly, thank fucking God this is our job then, because I feel like being on the show.
The podcast did save the relationship.
Yeah, because I think we're talking more about these things that I feel like I never would have talked about or thought about in a million years.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like, this is something, it's another way in which the patriarchy hurts men. If he doesn't have the tools to talk about his emotions, he's just here harming a woman.
Yeah.
Which is why I get mad. Like, if I'm being real, to men that think that I hate men and I bring gender into everything, quote unquote, it's not that. It's that I'm mad that it always ends up harming women. Every time a man is not taught like emotional ways to regulate himself, like emotional regulation or something like that, it always ends up he's taking out his internal shit on a woman that like either wasn't completely perfect and then she's blamed for not being perfect, or that she didn't do anything. And instead of having like a, hey, you know what, you did something and I didn't like that. Or, you know what, I don't want to be in this marriage.
They elongate it and not
Hi, I'm
confront.
Chris Watts, and I want to get out of this marriage. I want to go fuck bitches and be single. What the fuck? But I'm pregnant and I have 2 kids on the way. Pillow. Family annihilation. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm a woman. I'm allowed to get pissed.
Yeah.
At the idea that women are getting hurt because men just won't fucking go to therapy. And yes, now the male loneliness epidemic, quote unquote, is becoming a thing. But it's like, is that the case because women are mad that they're getting hurt by men? Or is that the case because men won't be friends with other men? Unless they're mean to women.
Yeah, why is it like the only places I can think of are like Andrew Tate, fucking like shit like that? Yeah, I will say too, like on that
and
note,
who put that system in place, Jan? Have you seen that?
I don't know if I have, but
it's like a Jubilee, one of those shitty Jubilee videos. And there's like a kid that's like, well, men don't want to be in spaces because, you know, I hate all men and me too, blah, 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 because the patriarchy makes blah, blah, blah. And then like this woman, God bless her, goes, and who put that system in place? And I think about it 70 times a day, every day. And who put that system in place?
The answer is women, right? Whoosh. No, yeah, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Solved it?
Solved it.